well. So if there's anybody that joins later or so, they could see this meeting and kind of see what our protocols are and our policies are in place to keep both our coaches and our kids safe as we open up for our new programming. But thank you for being here. My name's Thaddeus. I'm the executive director of PAL. I've been here for about a year, and I think today was like my year anniversary, and it's been that those. It's been an interesting year, but we're really excited to start moving forward and start out offering programs again and meet the needs of the community and get the kids moving and active, and so we're really excited about that. Coach Tanisha, would you like to introduce yourself?
Absolutely. Matter of fact, let's see if I can show my face here a little.
Okay.
See. There. Can you guys see me? I'm kind of in the dark. I'm actually at the gym now. I'm at the church right now, and I'm in a different area. So,
Okay.
I'm Tanisha Taylor. I am truly excited to get back started. Miss working with the kids. I am the program director for Cheer, Dance, and Tumble for PAL. I've done it. I've been doing this since its inception, as well as I've been involved in cheer for 30 years. So I'm not new to cheer, and I judge all over the country. And I just love giving back to the community and working with our children.
Awesome. Thank you, Coach Taylor. I appreciate it. So we're going to go over, and so we've got some protocols that we want to go over real quick. And I'm sure Tanisha will probably want to go over some things too, but I just want to show you kind of the protocols and how it's going to work and how it's going to look tomorrow. Does that sound okay with everybody?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm going to share my screen here. Okay, can everybody see that?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so it should say cheer, tumbling, dance, winter, spring 2000 or 2021. Okay, so actually in this, let me move this over here. So just to tell you a little bit about what's going on in kind of the programming. So the program is going to be going on from March until June. Every Wednesday. Now we're going to take a break for the spring break, and then we'll move up there, and then we'll start with the programs again after spring break, and we'll go into June here, and then we'll have a break there and get ready for summer. But that's the way the program is going to be working as far as how it is right now. So there will be a little bit of a break after we start. So the classes are 5:30 to 6:15 for the kids that are 6 to 9, and then 6:30 to 7:15 for kids that are 10 to 14. Now we have a 15-minute break overlap so we can kind of clean and disinfect everything. So real quickly, we may combine the ages and make one class tomorrow. So right now we'll talk about the enrollment at the moment. The enrollment's pretty low, so we may only have one class. And I'll let you all know that tomorrow based on the enrollment. But if we do have one class, it'll be 5:30 to 6:15. So I will let you know that by tomorrow. I'll send in a text message out and an email as well to the email on file. Okay, but we may combine classes if it's a small enrollment, and we'll do the 5:30 to 6:15, and I'll let you know that as soon as we can. So the place that we're going to be at is the Welcome Baptist Church, where we've done it in the past. For those who don't know, the address is 143 Oneida Street in Pontiac. So we do have some other programming, just so everyone knows, we do have some other programming going on right now. It's not going to be at Welcome Baptist, but we're using the Pyrec in Pontiac and Woodside Bible Church, and we have some other programming. So if your kids are interested, or if you know anybody interested in soccer, basketball, track and conditioning, or our boot camp, you can get all that information on our website, or you can email me and I can send it to you. But a lot of cool programming and a lot of space open for some from kids if they want to try other things. In order to register for our programming, okay, you go to sheriffpal.com, and then you're going to click sign up for a program at the top. And we're going to take a look at that real quick. So this is what it's going to look like. And most of you have probably already signed up, I would assume. Now, if you haven't, going to have to do this here and go to the Sheriff Pal website, www.sheriffpal.com. And you're going to click that sign up for a program right there. And when you do, it'll take you to our list of programs that we have available. If you don't have an account with Sports Connect, you'll have to create that real quick, but it actually, once you create that, it makes it really, really easy to sign up. So that's something to think about. But that's how you would sign up for any of our programs. Sheriffpal.com, then go sign up for the program. And there's going to be some waivers there and some other things, and there's some questions regarding COVID. So make sure you complete all of that and and click the waiver and those kind of things. Any questions thus far on anything?
Nope, not for us.
So one thing you'll notice on the flyer, it has some information on it, but it also has the virtual link. So all of our classes will be live streamed via Zoom. So you can follow along at home or in your car or wherever online on our Zoom, and that's the link to that. Hopefully everybody has gotten that link, but I'm going to make sure I email it to everybody that's registered tonight as well, so that you can watch it from home if you want. Let's say if you're not feeling well or if you have a fever, we definitely don't want you to come to practice, so you can follow along at home if you're feeling up to it. Okay. Now, just so you know, these are the people we have signed up right now. If your name's not on here, talk to me after this presentation, and we can try to get you, walk you through signing up. But these are the people that we have signed up for cheer right now. So we have London, Deshaun, Namber, Amaya, Jalea, and Janessa. Okay, so those are the people that we have signed up for cheer. So a couple general policies. So this is going to be a non-contact skill-based cheer program. So we're not going to be doing any stunting of any sorts. We're not going to be sharing any equipment. Obviously, the equipment's going to be very limited in cheer, but any equipment that we do use will not be able to be shared. So we'll clean and disinfect that, or everybody will have their own piece of equipment, and so there won't be any sharing. Face covers are required for both coaches and participants at all time. And when we say that, we mean that you need to cover both your nose and your face, and your mouth. So 6 feet of social distancing, which should be pretty easy with our numbers right now. There shouldn't be too difficult to keep the 6 feet distance. We still have to make it a point of emphasis. So make sure everybody's kind of keeping that in the mind, and then the coaches and the program assistant there will all be talking about it as well. Okay, so we're going to be doing hand washing every 15 minutes or so to try to keep our hands clean. The max ratio is 10-1 for each class. And we'll have policies posted throughout the building as well, just to remind everybody of what some of our general policies are. Okay, a couple more policies. So you're going to be wearing sport attire and non-marking shoes. So let's keep that in mind. And we're going to be in the multi-purpose room there at the church. The water fountains may be turned off. I actually don't have a clarification on that, but a lot of places have turned their water off, their drinking water, because it seems to be safer, and with the spread of disease, to turn that off. So I would recommend all the kids to bring their own water, but also refrain from anything that's like Gatorade or anything that's colored. Just only water only, and no food, please, in the church. Okay. We have t-shirts for all the kids. And so you'll get that. And once you get that t-shirt, that'll be your kind of your uniform to wear for this cheer session. So everybody's gonna be getting that. And in a couple weeks, we'll be getting some new shirts too. So you'll be able to get this session's shirts, and then you also get shirts for the spring session as well. So that's kind of cool. Okay, so kind of the policies and the procedures. Obviously, register online. We already talked about that. Okay, and when you are registered, you will get an automatic email from our website, but we'll also email you too individually to make sure everything's okay and those kind of things, and see if you have any questions. So that's the first step, is to register online. So check-in. So we're gonna have curbside check-in. So it'll be myself and Alexa. There's a girl named Alexa that'll be there, and you can just drive up to the front there, and we'll come out and we'll check the temperature of your child, and we'll check you in right there. So that way the parents don't have to get out of their vehicle, and then we'll escort them into the church. So that'll be the procedure right now, and it's actually warming up a little bit. So that's actually a little bit easier and nicer. It was cold there a couple weeks ago, but something that we're doing to try to keep the kids safe and less interaction. Um, Once we get in there, you're going to find your own little area, and we'll escort you and show you where that area is. So just so you know, the temperature that we're looking for is 99. Actually, that's a typo. It should be 99.9. We changed that from the health division, recommended it. So it's 99.9. So if you're in the hundreds, you'll be excluded from coming in for a span of 1 week, so 7 days. And then you have to have at least 3 of the last days symptom-free. So fever is one of the biggest indicators of the virus. So we want to keep that as the forefront of our mind, that's one of the most important things we'll be doing. So we'll be taking temperature checks every single day, and before you go into the church. So once you checked in, you'll go through the front entrance. You will sanitize your hands, and then you're going to have a little area over there, and it's going to be marked off by a cone. And this is where you can put all of your belongings. So now the reason why we're marking off by cones, because we want them to be, make sure you're at least 6 feet away from other people, and that's your own little area where you can put anything. If you do have water, you can put it in there, and you'll have a chair there. And then once you're up and about, we disinfect those as well, those areas. But that'll be your own little area to keep your coats and water bottles and anything else that you have. Okay. Okay. So the class will be 45 minutes. Again, it's skill-based. It'll be non-contact. There'll be a minimum of 2 coaches at a time. So Coach Tanisha and myself, and probably Alexa will be there. So we'll have a multiple of people that will be there, and we'll try to social distance them out, but at least we'll be there on site if there's anything that happens, if anybody needs anything. And that should be 20 participants, as in 10 in one class and 10 in the other class. So those are our maxes right now. So breaks at 15 and 30 of the hour. So basically every 15 and 30 minutes, we'll have a break to get water and disinfect our hands. So pick up at the separate entrance. So hopefully we'll be able to use a different exit than the entrance, but with the numbers right now, I think it will be okay with that. More so that's for some of the bigger programs where we have separate entrances and an exit. So, but the doors will be propped open. We'll have some gloves right there, so we're making sure we're not touching those. So the adults don't go past the temperature check area. There is a little area there where we'll be checking in at, and we'll be checking temperatures right there, but you don't go past that area for the adults. Now, disregard this other part here about the government ID. That's something that I want to move towards, but we won't be doing that right now. But in the future, we'll be asking parents to have a government ID, so we'll make sure that the person signing the child up will be the person authorized to pick them up. And the parents and the participants will remain social distance the entire time. Okay. So after the class, we talked about that 15-minute break. We'll be able to clean and sanitize everything. Just kind of paraphrasing this, we use an alcohol solution of 70% that will be cleaning and wiping up the area to make sure everything is clean for the next class. Okay, now if a child does get sick, and let's say that you're there and you start, getting nauseous or something, there's an area that we're going to take the child that'll be isolated from everyone else. And then we'll call the parents, and the parent will have to immediately pick that child up. So that's really important. So if your child is there, make sure you keep your phone on handy. If, you never know if your child may not be feeling well, or how everything works. So if the child does get sick, we'll put them in an isolated area that's safe and away from other kids, and we'll contact the parent to pick them up. So if there's a positive COVID test, okay, then we will shut this down, and we will be cleaning the building and then we'll shut it down for 24 hours after we clean it. Okay. Now, if the child is to return, they have to provide a medical documentation, the clearance to return to the space if they have event that they have a positive test. So we'll have to need some medical clearance that they're free of COVID and that they're able to return activities. So if you have any questions or concerns, you can obviously talk to Coach Tanisha, and there's my information as well, my cell phone and my email address. So those are all things, and you can text my cell phone as well if you have any questions, and those are always in my email signatures also. So right now, is there any questions that I can answer regarding the safety protocols of the program? Is there anything that's not clear that I can help out with?
No questions from me. Everything sounds good.
Okay, good. All right. If there are no further questions, then I'll turn it over to Coach Tanisha, and she can take you home.
Okay. Well, thank you, Thaddeus.
Mhm.
That was great information. Pretty much just piggyback on everything that Thaddeus is saying. We're taking this extremely serious. Although today, it was aligning. The governor did open up some things, and I know contact sports was one. So I'm just, saying that we are back. However, we are just taking precautions, just, letting you know. Usually cheer is like the largest enrollment, one of the largest. So to see 5 people or 6 people is like, whoa, but I understand what time we're in. So, parents are understanding that as well. So, but we can gradually move back into things like I opened up, I just came from a competition, this past weekend, and it was, it was precautions, taken the whole time. So just saying to you guys, I want you to feel secure in that. As far as the coaches, we will have one coach, Madison, who will be working with the girls because it's only, 5 girls. I'm here just as supervising it. I'm always here, and just to know the girls, we want the girls to get back into it, just having a good time. You all know if it wasn't COVID, I always have close practices, the ones that are on here. No coaches, no parents allowed, but this just makes it all easier. So you don't even have to worry about that. So we're just excited to get back going. We want the girls and boys, even to have an amazing experience. What our plans are, of course, we always start.
Hey.
So we do basics, we do tumbling, and so we're just excited, to have you guys get back in the swing of things.
Awesome. Thanks, Coach Tanisha. So I'm putting my contact information right here. So if anybody needs anything, you can certainly email me or text me or call me at any time. But like as Coach Tanisha said, we definitely want to make sure that we're safe when we're doing this, and this is a big step. And I know that the numbers are a little bit low, and they're low across the board for all of our programs. But we're pretty confident that we have a great system in place here to keep the kids safe and have fun, and be engaging, and develop the whole child. So we're really excited about this. But thank you again for entrusting your child with us. And if you need anything, let me know, and we'll see you tomorrow at 5:30 or 6:30 p.m. At Welcome Baptist Church. Thank you, everybody.
Good night.
Good night.
It will be 5:30, correct?
Correct. I'm pretty just to let everyone know, I'm pretty sure that we're going to only have one class tomorrow because the numbers are low. But I do want to see if overnight or so, if there's like a rush of people that sign up. I know that there's a lot of kids in cheer that are interested, and I'm getting a lot of emails. So I just want to make sure that we're, it's better I definitely want to have the kids in one class if it's going to help the experience for the kids, but I also want to make sure that they're safe and that we're under our enrollment limit. So, to make a long story short, I'm going to be making that call tomorrow, and I will contact everybody directly to tell you what time. And if that does happen, we do combine classes, it'll be the 5:30 class. Does that make sense, everybody?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, I just wanna wait overnight to see if there's any more registrations, and I'll let you know what time class is gonna start, and let you know if we're going to combine that class. All right, so thank you. I'm putting my contact information right here. And if you have any questions, don't hesitate to give me a call.
Okay. Thank you. Have a good night.
Thank you, everybody. Have a good night.